I am Sean Embrock with the sponsored Tuesday edition of the HGP Nightly News, of course, by HGPTV. And we begin with good news in football, long-awaited good news. We tell you that GFF inked contract for proprietary works on Guyana's first FIFA goal project on Tuesday in the boardroom of the GFF Secretariat. We have the details in this report. The long-awaited FIFA goal project for Guyana, now called FIFA Forward Looking Program, will finally see works commence in approximately 3 weeks. The project has several phases to its final completion. 2 of those phases will be completed. Dwayne Ferdinand of Home Designs and Engineering Associations was awarded the contract for the proprietary works or first phase.
The works, which means the works entails removing of the topsoil, putting on the construction fill, which is basically white sand, laying the drainage pipes, compacting it to the necessary specification, building the concrete curb, putting on a fence, and preparing it for the laying of the astroturf.
Ralston Adams, second Vice President, GFF. President of the GFF, Wayne Ford, described the project as a giant step for football in Guyana.
This is a brave step for Guyana football, but a giant leap for the Guyana football fraternity, for Guyana Football Federation, but a giant leap for the Guyana football fraternity. We've been waiting for too many years. I have absolutely every confidence, every reason to believe that we will undertake this project successfully, and in the shortest possible time within our means, Guyana will have its first successfully completed goal project.
FIFA's Development Officer Project, Howard McIntosh, assured that the project will not suffer setbacks since monies were approved for both phases and the requisite systems in place.
All the funds have been approved. In case you want to, I'm going to preempt some of your questions. The funds have been approved. As you will witness shortly, the contract will be signed. The more technical amongst us, my colleague Mr. Adams and President Ford have indicated it's 2 separate situations. You have the site preparation and then you have the turf installation. And with the contract we're signing is for the site preparation this morning, and that will be the first stage. So there's no question that by this time next year we will be playing ball on the artificial pitch and doing other things at Providence. There's no question about that. So that you can hold the president accountable on that.
Assurance was given too that the project will be completed and soon football will have an all-weather pitch.
Yeah, because I was hoping I'd address that. By this time next year, we will be playing on an artificial pitch. So as we sit here today, I'm 100% certain that this project will happen and that everything is in place to allow it to happen with no hindrances whatsoever. And that doesn't matter if there's any change with anything. Part of the reason we do these projects is for the children and the youth of Guyana. And that's part of the reason we make sure we have contracts. So the reason for these, and I can, as I said earlier, this contract where you just witnessed the signing of it, the other contracts will be signed with FIFA.
The first phase will be completed to the tune of $128,650,917,000, while the 2 phases is at a ballpark figure of $250 million Guyana dollars. The first phase is scheduled to finish in 4 months after commencement, after which the artificial surface will be laid by a contractor signed by FIFA. And still with football, we tell you that the Stag Elite League restart delayed. GFF and member associations resolving outstanding issues. Answer McCall remains platinum sponsor.
Every matter relating to the Elite League, the planning, the commencement of the league is now engaging the attention of the executive committee. We want to give our members, the Elite Club, the opportunity to engage us further in the process before there is any public announcement. So this time I am unable to comment any further on that.
Ford expresses too that there is concern for the delay of the league start. However, the GFF executive is working with the member associations to resolve all issues and the announcement of that start date.
Anything that deviates from our schedule, Raul, is a worry to the executive. As you would have noticed, there was some information carried in the press that we had initially identified the 18th as our kickstart date. But you did reference some correspondence from our members expressing some concerns that, as I mentioned before, is engaging the attention of the Expo. So the initiative here is to resolve those as quickly as possible and make an announcement on the start date. It will be
The Stag Elite League will now consist of 10 teams with the supposed addition of Victoria Kings of East Coast Demerara and Top 20 of Linden, which are yet to be confirmed. And over on the powerlifting side now, Calvin Chapman will tell you that the Guyana Amateur Powerlifting Federation held their Raw National 2016 at the Critchlow Labour College on Wolford Avenue.
Leading the medal charge after raking up the weights following the deadlift was Vijay Rahim of Hardcore Barbell Club, who captured the Best Lifter Open title with a total of 602.5 kg and Wilkes' total of 482.7 kg. In the junior and sub-junior category, Romario Gonzalez of Live Gym captured the Best Lifter title with a total of 462.5 kg and a Wilkes total of 410.1 after outlifting 7 other challengers in the open category, with Sohail Hussein of Bodies Gym and Navendra Tamisar of Total Fitness being the closest rivals.
I feel happy about what I achieved because, everything I achieve, I get support from my team, my family, friends, and most importantly, Heavenly Father, a God. And I'm very happy about what I've achieved this day, and from now to onwards I'll be improving. So I'll advise the other athletes to improve as well, so that could give me more of a challenge in the future. But once they improve, I'll be improving as well. So I'll be fighting all the time.
The Masters division was dominated by veteran Big John Edwards of Space Gym, who overcame his biggest rival Farouk Abdul of Hardcore Gym with a total of 720 kg and Wilkes' total of 418.8 kg. This performance also earned Edwards the gold medal in the men's 120 kg open class. The women's junior division was won by 17-year-old Tanisha Tony of Live Gym, who made light work of her gym mates Brittany Mack, 47 kg, and Nessa Bagwadin, 72 kg, to capture the Best Lifter title. Tony finished with a total of 292.5 kg and Wilkes' total of 343.19. Mack and Bagwadin were the winners in their respective weight classes. In the women's open division, Tony maintained her dominance, brushing aside 7 other female lifters to secure the Best Lifter accolade.
And in cricket news, Lockhart Sebastian has been appointed as a selector for the West Indies Cricket Board, WICB. Sebastian, who was an alternate selector for the last 4 years, replaces Courtney Walsh. Here is Calvin once again.
Sebastian brings a tremendous amount of experience to the new post, having served in several capacities from as far back as 1974, according to a West Indies Cricket Board release. The Dominican has managed the Windward Islands senior team for the last 12 years. He has served as a director on the Windward Islands board for the last 10 years and was manager for the West Indies A team to India in 2013 and Sri Lanka in 2014. Sebastian is a former opener for Dominica, Windward Islands and Combined Islands. He played first-class cricket for 20 years. He played 92 first-class matches and scored 4,934 runs with the highest score of 219. The appointment was ratified at the Board of Directors meeting in Dominica September 10, and Sebastian stated, "I want to thank the directors for approving my term as a selector. I have always been a team player, and together with the other selectors, we will ensure the best West Indies team is selected at all times. Selectors have not always pleased everyone in the Caribbean, but I am part of the team who will try the utmost to make Caribbean people happy." Sebastian's term as a selector is for 2 years.
And that brings an end to this edition of your Tuesday HGP Sportscast. I am Sean Embrock, thanking you for staying tuned. And please join us again tomorrow when we bring you more sports news from the Sports Desk.